one of the misconceptions or myths that I want to bust is the fact that we believe that, what works in large global scale companies, multinational, Indian, Indonesian, Chinese, does not work in smaller organizations.
Correct.
100 people organizations, 500 people organizations, 1,000. Let's remember one thing: people, human beings, have the same needs, whether they work in a large, huge conglomerate which is global, or they work in a small startup which is 10 people, or they work in a mid-sized company which is maybe 500 people. And I think one of the important things to remember, and that's the reason I asked you the question, is organizations become shadows of their leaders. So, while you all may want to call yourselves entrepreneurs, and you are entrepreneurs, absolutely. I mean, I'm someone who's, forget about running a business. I have an HR background, but unlike Prabir, I've never done HR in my life. I've only consulted. So I always have this small joke about myself. Those who can do and those who can't consult, right? They start giving advice. So the thing is that it boils down to you as leaders. I think and it also talks to the point that Lavanya made about experience, consistency. I think that's what gets right. So in the places Prabir, where I worked over the last many years, and I remember one of my first clients when I started off my career was actually a sub 1,000 crore mid-sized business, family owned. And I think what I saw there was the fact that clearly there was this, and some of you, I'm very happy acknowledge that running the business is one thing, but I think making sure that we have the right people, we're treating them correctly, we are rewarding, recognizing them in the right manner, we are being fair and consistent, is the primary job of the leader of the organization. Now, you may have an HR person or even a function which takes care of the policies, the practices, and all of that, but the accountability rests with you. I think that's the first point. And I think that brings me to the other point of where does this lead us to, and the aspect of experience. And there's some sociology research that I'm quoting over here. It's what it says is that irrespective of how many people you have on your social media, or how large an organization you work in, the what you experience of an organization is a much smaller set. I mean, even for instance, I work in an organization that is almost 500,000 people globally. But if I were to tell you the people who are relevant to me in my experience as an employee in Accenture, I probably won't go beyond 50 or 60.